Welcome back to University High School. I'm Bull Braun, bringing you Beat Digger Baseball on your home for Beat Digger Sports, 1010 KSIR. As we get ready to start this thing, the starters have been announced, the national anthem's been played, and it's time to play ball. Your starting lineup for the visiting Beat Diggers today, leading things off, playing second base, Arnaldo Maltos Garcia. Batting second in center field, Zane Fowl. Alec Peterson will bat third. He's behind the dish. Kyle Rosenbrock is the shortstop. He'll bat cleanup. Hitting fifth, the third baseman, Mikey Gutierrez. Nico Guzman is on the mound for the Beat Diggers this afternoon, and he'll bat sixth. Brandon Walter, the right fielder, will hit seventh. B.J. Hirschfeld at first base. He'll hit eighth. And Grayson Simons in left field. He will bat ninth. The starting pitcher for the University Bulldogs this afternoon, a side-arming right-hander, Braden Pife. Pife will not be in the hitting lineup for the University Bulldogs as they will utilize the DH today. Their lineup looks like this. Center fielder Carson Cox will lead things off. Ryan Shones is the second baseman. He bats second. Brevin Bassler is the third baseman. He will hit third. Spencer Wilcox in left field will clean up. Jake Spence, the right fielder, will hit fifth. The catcher is Bo Hawley. He will bat sixth. D. Gordon, the first baseman, will hit seventh. Paul Medina is the shortstop and will bat eighth. And the DH, Cody Rush, will hit ninth. Your starting lineups brought to you by Corf Continental, your GMC Chevrolet and Buick sales and service provider. Pre-owned supercenters ready to serve you in Sterling, Yuma, Julesburg, and Fort Morgan. Find them at CorfAutoGroup.com. Just about set for today's first pitch. As the leadoff hitter for the Beat Diggers, Arnaldo Maltos Garcia digs in from the right side. A righty-righty matchup to kick things off. Maltos Garcia ready at the dish. Pife winds and fires. And the first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. First pitch brought to you by Cargill Beef, committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously providing products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at Cargill.com. The 0-1 pitch is in the dirt to even things out at 1-1 to Arnaldo Maltos Garcia. Maltos Garcia showing bunt on the first pitch, doesn't on the next two, and both are out of the zone, and the count is 2-1. Pife working out of the full windup, delivers the 2-1 pitch home, and it's fisted on the ground over to short. Fielded there on a hop, over to first in time to get Maltos Garcia by a step, and there's one away. That'll bring up the center fielder, Zane Fowl. Foul hitting second today for the Beat Diggers. Just underway here from University High School in Greeley, Colorado. One out in the top of the first, no score. First pitch to Foul is swung on, pops straight up the elevator shaft. Right around the mound, and the pitcher, Pife, will make the catch. One pitch, one out, or one pitch, two outs, I should say, for the Beat Diggers here in the top of the first. Alec Peterson, the catcher, hitting third today, steps in. Pife shakes off his sign. Now he's got the one he wants, comes home, and the big looping breaking ball is in there at the knees for a called strike. Pife has started all three Beat Digger batters with strikes to lead this game off. The 0-1 pitch swung on and rifled over to third, and a leaping snag by the third baseman, Brevin Bassler, and that'll do it. 3 outs for the Beat Diggers. They go 1-2-3. No score. We head to the bottom of the first. Bulldogs coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We head to the bottom of the first inning, no score, as the Beat Diggers go 1-2-3 in the top half of the frame. Nico Guzman on the mound this afternoon for the Beat Diggers, as they'll bring up the top of their lineup to get things started here in the bottom of the first. Bottom one brought to you in part by Equitable Savings and Loan, proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan with locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush. Guzman finishing up his warm-up tosses. 7 pitches thrown by Braden Pife in the top half of the first, just 2 out of the zone. Now, to his credit, Alec Peterson did square up the baseball, but lined it right into the glove of the leaping third baseman for the final out of the frame. Beat Diggers will look to keep University off the scoreboard in this bottom half of the first. Carson Cox, the center fielder, will lead things off. He'll be followed by Ryan Shones, the second baseman, and Brevin Bassler, the third baseman, who recorded the final out of the top half of the frame. Beat Digger Sports brought to you in part by Northeastern. Live in their world, live in your world, learn in theirs. For more information about Northeastern or classes available, go to njc.edu. Carson Cox digs in. The diminutive right-hander against the lengthy Guzman, and the first pitch is below the knees. At the knees for a called strike. Oh, one pitch from Guzman, way outside, as Peterson has to snag that one before it goes to the backstop. Count evens up at 1-1. As I mentioned at the start, a Patriot League matchup for these two teams, as the 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. 2-1 to Carson Cox to lead off the frame. Called strike on the 2-1 delivery, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Two-two pitch just off the outside corner, and that'll run the count full 3-2. So as it stands right now, Guzman has thrown just as many pitches to the leadoff man as Pife threw in the top half of the frame, and the 3-2 pitch is too tall, and it's a full count walk to Carson Cox to lead off the bottom of the first. Runner at first, nobody out, and Ryan Shones, the second baseman, will stand in. Guzman out of the stretch, delivers the first pitch, a called strike at the belt. No balls and a strike. Checks the runner, does Guzman. 0-1 pitch is ripped foul down the left side, now to play, and the count quickly 0-2. Cox, the runner at first, takes his lead. Guzman comes set. Runner takes off on the 0-2 pitch. Throw down to second is going to be way over the head of the second baseman and into center field. A stolen base for Carson Cox. They wouldn't have had him caught even on a perfect throw. He got a huge jump from first. The pitch was outside, so the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Shones. 1-2 pitch, swung on, lifted, foul, back over the backstop, out of play, count holds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch again from Guzman, high and outside. Count evens up at 2-2. Nico Guzman struggling a little bit early on here with location. 2-2 pitch, just below the knees, and that'll run the count full. Second straight batter to see a full count against Nico Guzman. Carson Cox, the leadoff hitter, he walked. Stole second. He stands a second with nobody out. No score here in the bottom of the first. 3-2 pitch. Line caught just off the ground at short by Kyle Rosenbrock. Hit hard, but Rosenbrock able to snag it just before it hit the ground, and Cox dives back safely. Some hard-hit balls by both teams so far, resulting in outs. One away, and Brevin Bassler will step in. Bassler snagged a line drive from Alec Peterson to end the top half of the frame. First pitch from Guzman, off the outside corner for ball one. First batter here in the bottom of the first and not see a strike. That one's out of the zone, and the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Guzman takes his time, checks on Cox at second, kicks, fires, in the dirt. Peterson does a good job of keeping it in front of him, but the speedy Cox moves up on the wild pitch. And now a runner at third with nobody out. With one out. And a 3-0 count to Brevin Bassler. .30 delivery from Guzman. Pours one in at the knees for a called strike. A get-me-over pitch, if there ever was one. And the count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the 3-1 delivery. And that'll run the count full. 3 straight batters, 3 full counts. And the payoff pitch swung on, fought off foul. Right side into the parking lot. Count holds at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cox standing just 90 feet away in third. 1 out, no score, bottom 1. As the 3-2 pitch is golfed foul again down the right side. And it sounded like somebody's car. 10 points for the car. And that 3-2 pitch is hammered way back to right field and over the head of the right fielder. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Cox will stroll home easily, and digging into second with a double is Brevin Bassler. Absolutely smashed one to right field. That'll be a run for Carson Cox, an RBI for Bassler. And Spencer Wilcox, the left fielder and cleanup hitter, will stand in. University with a quick 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. 1 out, runner at second. Guzman's first pitch is swung on, fouled off, back over the backstop and out of play. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Guzman is fouled off down the third base line. Quickly 0-2 to Wilcox. A walk, a stolen base, a wild pitch, a line out to short, and an RBI double to start off the bottom half of this first inning for the University Bulldogs. The 0-2 pitch as the runner at second bluffed, and that one is fouled out of play into the parking lot, bouncing off cars. Cox digs back in, Guzman comes set, delivers the 0-2 again. That one's popped up right over our heads, back behind the press box. I totally would have had that one. But apparently I've got work to do or something. I don't know. The 0-2 pitch misses out of the zone, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Spencer Wilcox. Guzman checks the runner at second. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, chopped down the third baseline, fielded on a couple of hops, quick throw over to first in time. And good job by the third baseman, Mikey Gutierrez, to keep the runner at second. Jake Spence will step in for the Bulldogs, the right fielder, with 2 outs and a runner at second. Spence batting from the left side against the right-hander Guzman, and the first pitch on the outside edge for a called strike. With the exception of Bassler, Guzman has done a good job of starting each hitter with a strike, and he misses way outside with that delivery. Count evens up at 1-1. One pitch on the way, and that one is too far inside, and Spence wears it on the arm. Not happy as he strolls down to first. Tosses the bat aside. Gives a little look down to Guzman at the pitcher's mound. And Bo Hawley, the catcher, will dig in now. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. University on top by a score of 1-0 against the Brush Beet Diggers. Beet Diggers went 1-2-3 in the top half of the frame. Took starter Braden Pife just 5 pitches to record 3 outs. Meanwhile, it's taken Nico Guzman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well over 25 pitches as the first pitch to Hawley is high for ball 1. Runners at first and second as they bluff to go, and the pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. This will be the 32nd pitch of the inning as it's high, and the count is 2-1. Carson Cox led off with a walk. He stole second, moved up to third on a wild pitch, and came around to score on the RBI double from Brevin Bassler as the 2-1 pitch touches the outside corner to even things up at 2-2. Guzman looking for the third and final out of the frame, and as that one is swung on and missed, and that's the third out, but the University Bulldogs get a run. They lead at 1-0. We head to the top of the second on your home for Beet Digger Sports, 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We come back to University High School in Greeley, Colorado for the top of the second inning. The University Bulldogs on top of the Brush Beet Diggers 1-0. The top of the second brought to you in part by Ingmar Phillips Insurance. Looking to find insurance for your car, home, or even for just you? Call Ingmar Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions and provide you a quote. Braden Pife, the starting pitcher for the University Bulldogs, took just 5 pitches to record 3 outs as the the Beet Diggers went 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Kyle Rosenbrock will lead things off, the cleanup hitter, playing short today. Righty-righty matchup as he digs in against Pife, and the tall righty's delivery on the way in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is swung on, lifted deep down the left field line, but it will drift foul and out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. It'll be Rosenbrock, Gutierrez, and Guzman due up here in the top of the second. 1-1 pitch to Rosenbrock. The curveball is swung on and lifted into left field. Camping under it, the left fielder, Spencer Wilcox, and he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 16, Mikey Gutierrez.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Mikey Gutierrez. First pitch to Gutierrez, big bender inside and in the dirt for ball 1. One-zero pitch from Pife, swing and a miss as he took something off that one and had Gutierrez out in front. Count evens up at 1-1. One pitch in the zone, and the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. That one swung on and missed. And Gutierrez goes down swinging for out number 2. First strikeout of the afternoon for Braden Pife. And Nico Guzman, the starting pitcher for the Beet Diggers, will step in. Delivery. Off-speed pitch. Off the plate for ball 1. 1-0, misses again, and it's 2-0. Two-zero pitch from Pife, swung on, chopped foul at home plate, count at 2-1. Two-one pitch from Pife is swung on and missed as Guzman was out in front of that one. Count evens up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one swung on and missed, and back-to-back strikeouts for the final 2 outs of the frame. Beet Diggers go 1-2-3 again. We head to the bottom of the second inning. University still on top, 1-0 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We come back to University High School in Greeley, Colorado for the bottom of the second inning. The University Bulldogs lead the Brush Beet Diggers 1-0. Bottom of the second brought to you in part by MMI International. Your operation deserves the best when buying a mixer or feeder truck. Nothing compares to the MMI design, craftsmanship, and service. They continually outperform hands down, and they aren't afraid to stand behind their product. Call them at 970-842-5161. I'm Bull Braun, bringing you all the action this afternoon on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran covering the Fort Morgan Mustangs against Elizabeth in Elizabeth this afternoon. Due up here in the bottom of the second inning, it'll be the first baseman, D. Gordon, followed by Paul Medina, the shortstop, and Cody Rush, the designated hitter, 7, 8, 9 in the University lineup, as they sent 6 of the 9 to the plate in the the bottom of the first. It took Nico Guzman 35 pitches to get through that first inning. He'll try to bring that number down in the second frame. DeAndres Gordon, the first baseman, hitting from the left side against the right-hander Guzman. Crowds the plate, does the lefty. Guzman out of the windup. Kicks, fires. First pitch wasted off foul. Right side. Check that left side for strike one. Guzman's 0-1 delivery is bounced up at home plate, and that's a fair ball. No. They say it bounced in foul territory, so lucky break for University, as it would have been an easy out for the Beat Diggers. Instead, it's an 0-2 count to the first baseman, Gordon. 0-2 delivery from Guzman. Swung on and missed. Took something off on the outside. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and the first out of the bottom of the second. Paul Medina, a.k.a. the Funky Cole Medina, apparently, as that's the song they're playing on the PA system. The shortstop today will dig in for University. 1 out, bottom of the second. 1-0, Bulldogs on top of the Beat Diggers. And the first pitch in the zone for strike one. Bottom of the second also brought to you by Central Auto Parts. You need your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them by purchasing the best quality parts at great prices at your local Napa store, Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. The 0-1 pitch fouled off into the parking lot. Hope that wasn't my windshield. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes to count to Medina, and the 0-2 pitch swung on, a number towards short, fielded there by Rosenbrock. Strong throw over to first in time for out number 2. Cody Rush, the designated hitter this afternoon for University, hitting in the place of the pitcher Pipe. Hitting out of the 9th spot, will step in with 2 outs. A much more efficient inning already for Nico Guzman. 6 pitches, 2 outs. All strikes. And the first pitch to Rush, high and away because I jinxed him, for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Bounces up to home plate, and it's 2-0. See, that'll teach me to keep my mouth shut. Don't tell him how many strikes he's thrown, because then this happens. Guzman winds, fires, the 2-0 pitch. Laced right back up the middle. Diving stop attempt by the second baseman, Maltos Garcia. But it bounces off the tip of his glove. It'll be a single for Cody Rush. Just the second hit this afternoon for University. And we'll go back to the top of the lineup as Carson Cox, the center fielder, steps in. Cox walked, stole a base, moved up to third on a wild pitch, and came around to score on the RBI double from Brevin Bassler. Back in the first, the lone run for both teams so far in this game, as the first pitch is in the zone for strike one at the knees. Rush away from first. Guzman gives him a look. 0-1 pitch, way high and outside. 1-1. Alec Peterson had to come out of the crouch to keep that one from going all the way to the stands. 1-1 pitch. In at the knees for a called strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs. Pitch from Guzman. Swing and a miss as he got him with the off-speed delivery. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Nico Guzman, and it's the 3rd out of the 2nd inning. We head to the top of the 3rd. Brush trails 1-0 on your home for Beat Digger Sports, 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We come back for the top of the third inning from University High School as the Bee Diggers look to get somebody on base and get something going against Braden Pife. They trail 1-0 as the 7, 8, 9 hitters Brandon Walter, B.J. Hirschfeld, and Grayson Simons will step in. And the first pitch is swung on and missed by Walter for strike one. 19 pitches through 2 innings for Pife. Bee Diggers have yet to get a man on base. 0-1 pitch to Walter. Off the outside edge. Count evens at 1-1. Alec Peterson had the hardest hit ball of the afternoon so far for Brush. A line out to the third baseman, who made a nice leaping stop to end the top of the first. The 1-1 pitch misses outside again, and it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch, high and away, 3-1. Top of the third brought to you in part by Valley View Villa. Look to the team at Aspen Rehabilitation inside Valley View Villa for your sports rehab, short-term or long-term care needs. Stop by 815 Fremont or call them at 867-8261. The 3-1 pitch is lined on one hop over to short. It kind of eats up the shortstop, and he's not going to be able to make the throw in time. An infield single for Brandon Walter, the first hit of the afternoon for the Bee Diggers, as they've got the leadoff man on, and B.J. Hirschfeld, the first baseman, will step in. Shortstop thought about trying to catch that one on the line, instead sat back on it. Hop kind of ate him up, and by the time he could recover and make the throw across, Walter was well safe. Pife, working out of the stretch for the first time this afternoon, delivers an off-speed pitch and swung on and missed by B.J. Hirschfeld for strike one. Walter, away from first, short lead. Pife keeps an eye on him, delivers, swung on, grounded over to third, past the diving third baseman and into left for a base hit. Bee Diggers will play station to station as Walter moves up to second, Hirschfeld to first. 2 on, nobody out, and the number 9 hitter Grayson Simmons will step in for the Bee Diggers. Brush able to string a couple of hits together. Leading off the top of the third, they trail 1-0. As Simmons steps in, lefty-righty. Pife delivers. First pitch at the knees for a called strike. Pife taking a little more time with runners on, keeps an eye on him, now spins, bluffs the throw back to second. Walter back in standing. Brandon Walter, the runner at second, he hit an infield single. B.J. Hirschfeld, the runner at first, he singled as well. Nobody out, top of the third. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. Simmons flailing at that one on the outside corner. And he's in an 0-2 hole. This is a situation where you've got to make contact. You've got to put the ball in play and try to move those runners over. And the 0-2 pitch, a called strike three at the knees. Great pitch from Braden Pife. And he's got the first out, his third strikeout of the afternoon. We go back to the top of the Brush lineup. Arnaldo Maltos Garcia, the second baseman, will dig in. He grounded out to short his first time up. Pife delivers below the knees for ball one. Glove at the chest. Pife comes set, comes home. Misses low again, 2-0. Beat Digger Baseball brought to you in part by Bailey Mechanical Heating and Air in Sterling, the company that offers 100% satisfaction guaranteed. All you have to do is just remember this number, 521-7272, for all your heating and air conditioning needs. The 2-0 pitch, too far inside, as Maltos Garcia watches the count run to 3-0. This is the most they've made Pife work so far in the ballgame. Entered the third frame with just 19 pitches. 3-0 pitch, way inside as Maltos Garcia dances out of the way. It's a 4-pitch walk, and that will load the bases for the Beat Diggers. And center fielder Zane Fowl, as we're going to have a trip to the mound by the coach, have a conversation with his pitcher. Gives us an opportunity to remind you that Beat Digger Baseball is brought to you in part by High Plains Bank. High Plains Bank offers a wide variety of products that can be customized to fit your individual needs. See what over a century of customer service can do for you at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. Bases full of Beat Diggers with one out here in the top of the third. Brush trails 1-0. Looking to get a run on the board and even this thing up, although a base hit could give the Beat Diggers the lead. Foul popped up to the pitcher his first time up. First pitch he saw, he sent it straight up the elevator shaft. As he awaits the delivery from Pife. Righty comes home, and the first pitch is ripped over to third. They step on the bag for one long throw over to first in time for the double play. Of all the places to hit it with the bases loaded, that was the place you didn't want to hit it. A 5-3 double play, and the Beat Diggers are turned away in the top of the third. We head to the bottom half of the frame. Still 1-0 University on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We're back for the bottom of the third inning from University High School. I'm Bull Brom on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beat Diggers trail in this one by a score of 1-0. They had the bases loaded with one out in the top of the third, but a nice double play turned by the University defense held the Beat Diggers off the board. Bottom of the third brought to you in part by Better Electric in Sterling. Better quality, better service, better results. It's Better Electric, and also the home of Sterling Trailers, your Big Tex headquarters. Ryan Schoens, Brevin Bassler, and Spencer Wilcox due up here in the bottom of the third. Schoens hit a rocket to short his first time up, but it was snagged out of the air by Kyle Rosenbrock. He's 0 for 1. As Nico Guzman delivers the first pitch high and away for ball one. A much better inning pitch-wise for Guzman last inning, just 13 pitches, 48 total for the game, 49 with that last one. As the 1-0 pitch is on the outside corner at the knees, good spot, 1-1. Bassler on deck. He drove in the lone run of the game as that one's grounded on a couple of hops over to first. Hirschfeld's got it. Steps on the bag, and that's out number one. Bassler, a double and an RBI for the Bulldogs. He drove in their only run back in the first. 1 for 1. As Guzman winds, fires, low and away for ball one. Guzman's 1-0 pitch is in at the knees for a called strike. Guzman works quickly. 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded nicely by Rosenbrock. Strong throw over to first in plenty of time for out number two. That's like hitting a baseball into a vacuum cleaner. It just doesn't work out that way. Great defense by Kyle Rosenbrock, and Spencer Wilcox, the left fielder, will dig in. Wilcox grounded out to third in his first AB. He's 0 for 1. As Guzman delivers, and the first pitch is skied. Right side, foul territory. Looks like they'll have a play, and sliding and making the catch is the second baseman, Maltos Garcia. Great job by the Beat Digger defense, and the University Bulldogs go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. They still lead it, though. It's 1-0 University as we head to the top of the fourth on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We head to the top of the fourth. The Brush Beat Diggers trailing 1-0 at University. I'm Bull Braum on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Alec Peterson, Kyle Rosenbrock, Mikey Gutierrez due up here in the fourth inning, and the first pitch to Peterson is low for ball one. Peterson had an absolute bullet back in the first inning, a line drive that was snagged out of the air by the third baseman. 1-0 pitch, outside, 2-0. Beat Diggers finally started to break through against Pife last inning as the 2-0 pitch swung on and missed, as Peterson was looking to send that one out of here. A rally-killing double play turned by University last inning with the bases loaded kept Brush off the scoreboard. Peterson takes a couple of practice hacks, steps back in, 2-1 the count, and the pitch home. The breaking ball is swung on, a towering fly ball to left field. Camping under it is the left fielder Wilcox, and he'll make the catch for out number one.
Now batting number 5, Rosenbrock.
Rosenbrock flew out to left his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Pife with 34 pitches coming in to this inning. 19 of those came last time up in the top of the third, as the first pitch to Kyle Rosenbrock bounces up to home plate. The curveball misses for ball one. Pife winds, deals. 1-0 low again, 2-0. Top of the fourth, brought to you in part by Morgan Federal Bank, a bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. They're on the cutting edge of banking. Stop by 321 Ensign and see what options they have available. 2-0 pitch, low and in, 3-0. Morgan Federal Bank, there is a difference. 3-0 pitch, get me over pitch for a strike, and the count 3-1. Rosenbrock awaits the 3-1 pitch from Pife. He shakes off a sign. Now nods to the one he wants. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Went with the changeup. Had Rosenbrock out in front. The count runs full to 3-2. Beat Digger Baseball brought to you in part by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice, serving all of Northeast Colorado. Ehrlich Toyota East. The full count delivery is swung on and missed as he got him with the curveball. That's the fourth strikeout of the afternoon for Pife. And Mikey Gutierrez, who owns one of those strikeouts, will step up to the plate. If you're the Beat Diggers, just follow the advice of my girl T. Swift and shake it off. Shake, shake, shake it off. First pitch to Gutierrez is swung on and missed for strike one. 0-1 pitch. Another bender. This one out of the zone for ball one. Pife relying more heavily this inning on his off-speed stuff. A lot of changeup, a lot of curveballs. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, 2-1. Nico Guzman waits on deck. 2 outs, top of the fourth. 2-1 the count. The Beat Diggers trail by a score of 1-0. Pitch home, low and away, and the count runs to 3-1. Gutierrez calls time at the plate. Trying to keep this fourth inning alive. Again, Pipe shakes off the catcher a couple of times. Finally has the one he wants and comes home. And it's too far outside. A 5-pitch walk will keep things going for the Beat Diggers. A 2-out base runner, and Nico Guzman will step to the plate. Second walk issued by Pipe. Guzman, a strikeout victim his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Gutierrez steps away from first. And the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. You're listening to Beat Digger Baseball on 1010 KSIR, sponsored by State Farm Insurance. When you're looking for someone to walk you through the insurance world, turn to the office of Greg Mullen and Brush. Quick throw over to first, and back in standing is Gutierrez. Home, auto, life, health, State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call today, 842-4555. 1-0 the count to Nico Guzman, and the pitch home. Swung on, bounced on a couple of big hops over to short. They get the force out at second, and that'll do it for the Beat Diggers here in the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom half of the frame. University on top 1-0 on your home for Beat Digger Baseball. 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We've got ourselves a regular old pitchers duel here at University High School in Greeley as the Brush Beat Diggers trail the Bulldogs by a score of 1-0 heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. Bottom of the fourth brought to you in part by B&B Appliance. When you're shopping for new appliances, shop the best appliance store in Fort Morgan, B&B Appliance. They carry a full and complete line of Whirlpool appliances and will help you find your perfect fit. B&B Appliance in downtown Fort Morgan. It'll be Jake Spence, Bo Hawley, and DeAndres Gordon due up in the fourth inning for the University Bulldogs. Spence wore one on the upper arm his first time up. A hit by pitch in a rough first frame for Nico Guzman. He threw 35 pitches in that first inning, gave up the lone run of the game, but has settled down nicely and enters the frame with 55 pitches, just 20 in the following 3 innings. And he'll work this righty-lefty matchup against the right fielder Spence. Guzman working out of the windup. Kicks, fires. Ball fouled back over the backstop, up the hill and out of play for strike 1. Guzman got ahead of Spence his last time up before falling behind and plunking him on the arm as that pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed. And it's a quick 0-2 count. Guzman ready. Slings that arm forward, and that pitch is swung on and missed. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out. A strikeout for Nico Guzman. That is his 4th of the afternoon. And Bo Hawley, who has one of those 4 strikeouts, will step to the plate. Hawley, the catcher for the Bulldogs, recorded the final out of the first frame. As Guzman delivers the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Oh, 1 bounces up to the plate, 1-1. Guzman working quickly here. He'll deliver the 1-1 pitch home. Swung on, chopped back to the mound. One big hop. Throw over to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting, number 26, DeAndre Gordon.
2 outs for the University Bulldogs, and DeAndres Gordon will step in, the first baseman. He struck out on 3 pitches, leading off the second inning. As I mentioned, 35 pitch frame to lead things off for Nico Guzman. 20 pitches in the following 3 innings, just 5 to get 2 outs here in the 4th. And the first pitch to Gordon, a bit outside, just a hair outside by a few feet for ball 1. Guzman delivers the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed delivery, 1-1. Looked like he was swinging a garden hose there. Time called at the plate. Guzman with the 1-1 pitch. Another chopper right in front of home plate. That one is fair, and the throw over to first in plenty of time for out number 3. A strikeout and a couple of weak ground balls, and the Beat Diggers will go back on offense. They'll try to get something on the board. They trail 1-0. We head to the top of the 5th on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We head to the top of the 5th inning, 1-0 in favor of University from University High School on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. I'm Bull Brom. The Bee Diggers will send the bottom third of their lineup, Brandon Walter, B.J. Hirschfeld, and Grayson Simmons to the plate. This trio got things started back in the 3rd inning when the Bee Diggers threatened but could not score. And the first pitch to Walter, an off-speed pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. Pife off the outside corner, and the count even up at 1-1. 51 pitches for Pife coming into this inning. 1-1 pitch. Bounces up there, and the count 2-1. Top of the 5th brought to you in part by Stubbs Gas and Oil. Make Stubbs Gas and Oil your next stop. When you're heading out of town during your visit, you can gas up your vehicle, sit down to lunch, get snacks, and your hunting and fishing license. You can literally find everything you need at low prices at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. The 2-1 pitch is fought off foul at the plate, and the count will even up at 2-2 to Brandon Walter, the right fielder. An infield single his first time up to start the 3rd. He's 1 for 1. Braden Pife, the starter for the Bulldogs, delivers the 2-2 pitch, and the breaking ball doesn't break, and it's too far outside, and the count runs full. Payoff pitch, but first, Pife calls time, and he'll have a quick conversation with his catcher. Beat Digger Baseball brought to you in part by South Platte Sentinel. Get the most comprehensive news, sports, and opinion from the South Platte Sentinel. Visit their website at southplattesentinel.com. Also brought to you in part by Rominger Jewelry and Gifts, the leader in Northeast Colorado for diamonds, jewelry, watches, and expert in-store jewelry repairs. For service quality and value, shop Romingers in downtown Sterling. The payoff pitch, the breaking ball swung on and nubbed in front of home plate. And not in time with the throw. Another infield single for Brandon Walter, as that one didn't even make it back to the pitcher's mound when all of about 10 feet from home plate, if that. So the first pitch to B.J. Hirschfeld is a called strike. Check that. I thought I saw a safe sign from the first base umpire, but it was an outside, so score that 2-3 on the ground out. The 0-1 pitch misses out of the zone, and the count evens up and 1-1 to Hirschfeld. On the outside corner, good placement from Pife, and the count 1-2. 1 out, top of the 5th. Beat Diggers trailing by 1 as the 1-2 pitch bounces in the dirt. 2-2 to B.J. Hirschfeld, the first baseman. Hirschfeld singled to left field his first time up. 2-2 pitch. That one's grounded over to third. Couple of hops for the third baseman. Big throw over to first. Nice stretch. And they say that he did hold on to the ball long enough to record the out. The ball popped out of the first baseman's glove, but the umpires got together and ruled that he did hold it long enough to record the out. So a 5-3 putout on the grounder to third, and there are 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. Beat Diggers quickly running out of outs in this one. Grayson Simmons, the left fielder, will dig in. Simmons struck out looking his first time up, and the first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. So a couple of weak contact grounders for the Beat Diggers to lead off this inning. Quickly 2 outs in the top of the 5th. The 0-1 pitch to Simmons is on the outside corner or so for a called strike 2. Pife works quickly. The 0-2 pitch. Low. 1-2. Just a slight breeze this afternoon. Still a bit of a bite in the air. It's springtime in northeast Colorado. Temperature was 57 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2 pitch to Simmons. Breaking ball. A called strike 3 on the outside corner. I don't know about that one, but it is the third out of the frame. 1, 2, 3 go the Beat Diggers. We head to the bottom of the 5th. University on top 1-0 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning at University High School on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com with the Beat Diggers trailing the University Bulldogs 1-0. Nico Guzman continues on the mound for Brush. Bottom of the 5th brought to you in part by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. Leading off the bottom of the 5th will be the shortstop, Paul Medina. Medina grounded out to short his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, and he shows bunt and will drop down a beauty down the third baseline. Going to take a great throw to get him, and not in time. Hirschfeld thought he got the tag on him as he had to come off the bag to field the throw, but Medina with the bunt single. Cody Rush, the designated hitter, will dig in now. Runner at first to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th inning. When you don't have a lot of offense to work with, you do the little things, and Medina taking advantage of the third baseman playing back, and he's able to get the bunt single. Rush takes inside for ball 1. Cody singled his first time up and was left on. The 1-0 pitch, the runner bluffs at first, and that one's in the zone for a called strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Medina was speed at first. Guzman will turn, lob a throw over just to keep him honest. Rush gets his sign from the coach down at third. And the 1-1 pitch is popped up, foul, right in front of the backstop, and a great basket catch by Alec Peterson in front of the fence for out number 1. Great awareness by the young catcher, and he's able to make the catch on the pop-out for out number 1. That'll take us back to the top of the University lineup. Carson Cox, the center fielder. He walked leading off the ball game and would come around to score the only run so far for either team. He's 0 for 1 officially, a walk and a strikeout. As Guzman checks the runner at first, that one's grounded right to first. They step on the bag for one, throw to second, tag, in time! Double play. Great defensive work this inning from the Beet Diggers. A leadoff single erased on the double play. The Bulldogs end up going 1, 2, 3. We head to the top of the sixth. Still 1-0 University on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We go to the top of the sixth inning from University High School on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Brush Beet Diggers taking on the University Bulldogs, and Brush trailing 1-0. Top of the sixth, brought to you by First National Bank in Fleming. Bank your financial needs with the Logan County home-owned bank since 1917. First National Bank in Fleming, member FDIC. The top of the Beet Digger lineup due up here, 1, 2, 3, Arnaldo Maltos Garcia. Easy for me to say. The second baseman will lead things off. He's 0 for 1, a ground out to short and a walk, and he fouls off the bunt attempt for strike one. Figure it worked for Paul Medina leading off the bottom of the fifth inning. Why not try it here in the top of the sixth? The 0-1 pitch way outside in the dirt for ball one. 1-1 the count. Maltos Garcia, Zane Fow, and Alec Peterson due up here in the top of the sixth. Beet Diggers looking for a run. They're down 1-0. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Garcia's eyes lit up when he saw that curveball over the heart of the plate, but couldn't get it. And the count is 1-2. Braden Pife still out there for the Bulldogs. The 1-2 pitch, off-speed delivery, swung on and missed, as Maltos Garcia was a mile in front of that one. And it's a strikeout to lead off the top of the sixth. Zane Fow, a pop-up to the pitcher and a double play that killed a bases-loaded rally. He's 0 for 2 as Pife delivers. Big looping curveball in there for strike one. 65 pitches for Pife coming into the inning. That was pitch number 70. With one away and one strike here in the top of the sixth. Another off-speed pitch. Also out in front of that one is Fow. 0-2 the count as he swings and misses. The patience that the Beet Diggers displayed in the previous innings has disappeared as they swing at that slow stuff, and Fow misses the off-speed pitch up. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 2 strikeouts here in the top of the sixth, 2 outs. And Alec Peterson will dig in. Peterson, a line out and a fly out to left. He's 0 for 2. Pife's first pitch, another slow breaking ball, in at the knees for a called strike. Beet Digger Baseball brought to you in part by Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending, with locations in Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. 0-1 pitch, another curveball, grounded on 2 hops over to third. Plenty of time does the third baseman have, and he throws over to first in time. Bassler with the 5-3 putout. And that'll do it for the Beet Diggers in the top of the sixth. We head to the bottom half of the frame. University on top, 1-0 on your home for Beet Digger Sports, 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning at University High School in Greeley. The Bulldogs lead the Beet Diggers 1-0. A great pitcher's duel this afternoon. Bottom of the sixth brought to you in part by Ackley Building Center. Ackley Building Center is your home improvement expert. They'll help you fix, update, and improve your home appearance. Ackley Building Center is your one-stop shop for flooring, paint, tools, appliances, and much, much more. 402 Mill Street in Brush is where you'll find them. Bottom six also brought to you in part by Pete's Farmers Co-op. Have been in business since 1915, and they're still the small-town company that cares about each of your individual customers. You'll see them all for your propane, fuel, and farm needs. It'll be Ryan Jones, Brevin Bassler, and Spencer Wilcox due up here in the bottom of the sixth. 2, 3, 4 in the University lineup. Nico Guzman still out on the mound for the Beat Diggers, and his first pitch is below the knees for ball one. Guzman has walked one, hit a batter, and given up a pair of hits. Check that, 3 hits. As the off-speed delivery catches the zone for strike one. 1-1 the count. Four strikeouts this afternoon for Guzman as the 1-1 pitch is on the outside corner or so for strike two. 1-2 the count. Like I said, not a lot of offense in this one. As Guzman's pitch is hit off the end of the bat over to short. Rosenbrock throws in time as the quarterback fires a rocket to first in time for the out. Brevin Bassler will step in. He's got the biggest hit of the afternoon, the RBI double back in the first inning that scored Carson Cox for our only run in the game. In addition to that RBI double, he's also grounded out to short, 1 for 2, and the first pitch, a big curveball on the outside corner for strike one. That was a nice pitch from Nico Guzman. Comes back with the fastball low and away for ball one. 1-1. Beat Digger Baseball brought to you by Brush Grocery Cart. Grocery, meat, and fresh deli counters, Floral Pharmacy, Western Union, public service payments, and 24-hour gas. They're your one-stop shop. Stop and shop the Brush Grocery Cart, 1302 West Edison in Brush. Guzman misses with the 1-1 delivery, and the count moves to 2-1. 2-1 pitch, fouled off the end of the bat down the first base line. Count evens up at 2-2. 1 out, bottom of the sixth. Bulldogs on top, 1-0. They scored their 1 run back in the first inning. It's been all pitching and defense since then. As Guzman steps off for a moment, asks his catcher to go through the signs one more time. Now delivers the 2-2 pitch home, and it's swung on and missed. Had him flailing at the off-speed pitch away. 5th strikeout today for Nico Guzman, and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Spencer Wilcox, the left fielder, 0 for 2 today. A grounder to third, and a foul pop-up on a great sliding catch from the second baseman, Maltos Garcia. Guzman's first pitch. Fastball high, ball one. One-0 pitch, high and away, 2-0. Our coverage of Beat Digger Sports brought to you in part by Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies and G Sweets Bakery. Try a delicious breakfast burrito with your Willow Coffee. Check out their gift basket lines, open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturday, 7 until 4. Stop by and see them at 921 Edison in Brush. The 2-0 delivery, a breaking ball too far inside, and it's 3 balls, no strikes to the cleanup hitter, Spencer Wilcox. Get me over pitch on 3-0, makes it 3-1. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom 6. 3-1 pitch from Guzman. Swing and a miss on the outside corner, and that'll run the count full, 3-2. Guzman trying to set it down here. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's ripped foul, right side out of play. Looks like an arm warming up in the bullpen for the Beat Diggers. Guzman looking to get through this 6th inning and get his offense out there for one more shot to tie this thing up or perhaps take the lead. And he misses high with the payoff pitch again. And the
Now batting number 3.
full count turns into a walk. A 2-out base runner for the Bulldogs, and Jake Spence, the right fielder, will dig in. Spence took a pitch off the arm his first time up. He's also struck out. 0 for 1 officially with the hit by pitch. Runner at first takes his lead, and that pitch is way outside for ball 1. This will be the 86th pitch from Guzman, which is pretty amazing when you consider his first inning consisted of 35 pitches. Quick meeting at the mound. Guzman out of the stretch as the runner bluffs, doesn't go, pitches low, 2-0. That call brought to you by Dr. Seuss. Guzman delivers the 2-0 pitch. That one is ripped into center field, back going the center fielder, and he'll make the catch. Nice catch by the center fielder, Zane Fowl, as he retires Jake Spence for the final out of the 6th inning. We head to the top of the 7th. Bee Diggers need a run. They trail 1-0 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We head to the top of the 7th inning on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com from University High School in Greeley, Colorado. The Bee Diggers in need of a run. They trail 1-0 in this final frame, and they've got the heart of the lineup due up. Kyle Rosenbrock, Mikey Gutierrez, and Nico Guzman, 4, 5, and 6. Set to go against Braden Pife. And the first pitch off the inside corner for ball 1. Rosenbrock 0 for 2, a fly out to left and a strikeout. One of 7 strikeouts this afternoon for Pife. That one touches the outside corner at the knees. Count evens up 1-1. 74 pitches for Pife coming into the inning. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. As Rosenbrock was out in front of that one, and that's been the case all afternoon. Pife doesn't throw hard, but he'll throw you junk, and the Bee Diggers have struggled to stay on top of it as that one is skied back behind home plate. Plenty of room for the catcher, and he'll make the catch up the third base line for out number 1. Bee Diggers down to their final 2 outs. Mikey Gutierrez will step in.
Correction. Now batting number 4, Williams.
Check that. We'll have a substitution. Pinch hitting for Mikey Gutierrez will be number 4, Aaron Williams. And the first pitch is ripped into the gap, left center field. That one's going to roll forever. It'll touch the wall. Williams will hustle around first, dig it into second. He's looking 3. He's going. Here comes the cutoff throw. It's high, tag at third, and he's out. A great relay throw from the outfield. And Aaron Williams is cut down, trying to stretch that one into 3. Perhaps a little over-aggressive with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Instead of a runner at second and 1 away, it's nobody on and 2 away. Score that a double for Williams. And Nico Guzman will step in and try to keep this one alive for the Bee Diggers, and he'll foul the first one back to the screen for strike 1. Guzman 0 for 2. He struck out and hit into a fielder's choice. This frame brought to you in part by Colorado Plains Medical Center. Accidents and illness strike day and night, and every second counts. As a Level 3 Trauma Center, Colorado Plains Medical Center is ready to handle any type of emergency. 0-1 pitch is out of the zone, and the count evens up at 1-1. Guzman watches one at the knees for a called strike, and the Beat Diggers are down to their final strike this afternoon. 1-2 delivery from Pife. Swung on, popped up, shallow center field. Calling off the infielders is Carson Cox, and he'll make the catch on the run. And that'll do it for the Beat Diggers in this one. They fall in a close battle, 1-0, the final score. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back with your post-game show. Beat Diggers fall 1-0 to the University Bulldogs on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We come back to University High School in Greeley, Colorado. Our final in this one, the Beat Diggers fall 1-0 to the University Bulldogs. A wonderful pitching duel between these two top 10 clubs in the Patriot League. A post-game show brought to you by Mr. Deeze's Home Center with 3 locations to serve you better. Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan, your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies, from plumbing to feed and everything in between. A whole lot of offers on the board this afternoon for both teams, as despite a rough first inning by Nico Guzman, he was able to settle in and turn in an outstanding performance for the Beat Diggers. Unfortunately, the offense just couldn't get anything going against Braden Pife. As we take a look at the scorecard real quick for the Beat Diggers, just 3 hits in this one. Brandon Walter and B.J. Hirschfeld with a pair, each with a single. And Aaron Williams, who came in as a pinch hitter in the top of the 7th inning, hit a 1-out double and was thrown out at third, trying to stretch it into a triple for the 2nd out of the inning. And that was it offensively, outside of a couple of walks for the Beat Diggers. As for the University Bulldogs, pretty much the same to be said on this side of the scorecard as well. 3 hits in this one, but the big one, an RBI double from Brevin Bassler in the bottom of the 1st inning. Carson Cox walked, stole second, moved up to third on a wild pitch. After a line out to short, Bassler delivered an RBI double to right field off the fence that would allow Cox to score the one and only run, the winning run of the game for the University Bulldogs. As for today's player of the game, that's brought to you by AC Ice. Tell you what, it's a little icy out here right now. Just a little bit of a breeze in the air. AC Ice proudly supports local high school sports throughout Northeast Colorado. When you need ice, don't settle for just any old frozen water. Get AC Ice. You can find it at any local grocery or convenience store near you. Our AC Ice player of the game this afternoon has to go to Braden Pife, the starting pitcher for the University Bulldogs. He goes all 7 innings, 87 pitches, just gives up the 3 hits and a couple of walks, and was able to limit any and all damage. The only time the Beat Diggers appeared to threaten, they had the bases loaded with 1 out in the 3rd inning, but a double play to the third baseman ended that rally, and that was all the Beat Diggers would manage in this one. They fall by a score of 1-0. I want to thank Rose back at the station for helping me out today, and a big thanks to all the folks out here at the ballpark for making it a great afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, everybody, and we'll see you sometime in the future here on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.